Good morning, welcome back. I hope you're doing very well. I am back with another sort of week in my life. I thoroughly enjoyed filming the last one and I feel like it's a nice way to kind of come back on YouTube, get back into a routine and say hello and show you what I've been up to. But I hope you're well. As I said, I hope you've had a lovely Easter break. For me, it is now Tuesday. Easter weekend has just passed and we're having another gorgeous day today. It was kind of like hit and miss over Easter, but it is beautiful today. It's a little bit cloudy, so the lighting in the video might keep changing, but we're just gonna ignore it. We're gonna go with it. And basically the plan for this morning is to do a little bit of a declutter. I feel like I have been getting the itch to declutter my home for the longest time, for spring specifically, and I really just want to do my toiletries and my makeup. I also, in maybe a separate video, just want to like do a proper autumn, winter to spring, summer switch up of my wardrobe, because the wardrobe is just like so unorganized right now and is in desperate need of a reset. But I think that is going to be its own dedicated video coming up, so stay tuned for that. But today I'm starting off with decluttering my toiletries, because I have this little unit with all my toiletries in it, which I'll show you in a second, but it is so messy and I feel like over the past few weeks I've just been kind of chucking things in there. There's no organization. There's also things in there that I just don't wear or don't use, so I'm going to make piles to give to friends and family, make piles for things that are maybe just like out of date and have been opened for way too long. And yeah, I'm just going to do like a little bit of reset with that, and then also do the same thing with my makeup. So I think that's going to be the plan for this morning's declutter. It's a bit of a random start to the vlog, I must admit, but I do think it's going to be like a good job to get done. Longest intro. I feel like the lighting has changed 500 times. I'm also kind of having to hold the camera with two hands because my arm is burning. Like, this camera is so heavy. Anyway, let's just get straight into it and let's go declutter all of my makeup and toiletries. Okay, so we have some of my toiletries over here, which I kind of reach for every single day, but this is basically the little unit that I was referring to. And when you open it up, it's just got shelves. It's definitely not like the most practical way to store all of my toiletries, but it is what I have on hand, so we're kind of dealing with it. But as I explained, there's literally no organization. It's all kind of just chucked in there, and most of the time I can't find anything. And similar to here, like, I've got little tanning sponges that I really need to wash, so we can do that today. And yeah, just kind of like organize everything, and this is so messy. So yeah, this is what I'm going to basically just empty and refill. Also down here I have makeup. Oh, there's more. What's this? There's more things down here. This is like hair products, so they can come with us. And then I've got some stuff in here as well. Oh my gosh. Okay, so these are the makeup bags. To give it like a really good clean inside, and I also have just left my tans here because I don't really want to put them on the bed because I feel like they'll just go everywhere. This is everything. There's a lot, and I'm honestly so shocked. Like, there is so many things, so many products. Like, how is one person ever going to get through all of this? I'm not quite sure, but yeah, I'm just definitely going to do like a big purge to try and organize it all. where I keep all of my travel toiletries and any makeup that haven't yet opened, that I have been either kindly sent or I'm just waiting to run out of something before I open it. What I like to do is just have a little pack of travel essentials so that whenever I'm about to go on a trip, I just go in this box and I grab the bag and I don't have to think about I don't know, like packing toiletries. So it is quite handy, but it does mean I need to kind of like organize it because I was on a few trips last month and I haven't had time to like properly sort it out. And then after that, I'm going to organize my makeup as well. Travel box is done. I've basically got all the travel things here. I thought I was going to put them in like a little bag, but I've ended up kind of just popping them to the side. Then I've got some makeup and yeah, just like a couple of little bits. But this is the storage box that will go back into the wardrobe. And it also was like testing out all this different makeup as I was looking through it. So I've pulled some stuff out. Now let's do the makeup and then I'll give you like a proper tour of this section as well. I wanted to sit down and chat to you about Halara, who is very kindly sponsoring this little section of the video, but all opinions are of course my own, as every single other sponsor I do, but they have very kindly sent me a few pieces to share with you. So let's just do a little unboxing, a little try on, and I'll tell you a little bit more about the brand as well. If you haven't heard of Halara before, they basically specialise in creating really comfortable clothing pieces that flow with you throughout the day. And one of my favourite things about the brand, obviously outside of the fact that the pieces are gorgeous and so comfortable, and I'm so excited to share them with you, but it is the fact that they're actually mindfully produced, which I think is just so important to me, and I'm so happy to be partnering with a company that is sustainable in that way. And what that basically means is that they work on a demand-driven model, which basically is like any feedback you give on products you love and any demand that there is for a specific product, they tend to make more of that rather than overproducing on every other piece too, and then some things don't sell and then that ends up in landfill. So it's a great model and I just love their mission. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling on. I'm just going to let you know that I do have a little discount code for you, which is Irida0, and that gives you 20% off of full priced items on their website. And everything I'm about to share with you in this little try on haul section, I will have linked with specific links, sizes and colours down below. Firstly, I am actually going to start with the top I was wearing at the beginning of this video, which is this gorgeous blue, super soft top, and it's got kind of like padding inside, and honestly when I tell you like the stretch and material of this, like as you can see, it's not see-through at all and it's so comfortable and so buttery soft. So yeah, I just love the way this fits and I love the style of it, and I do just need like another 15 of these because I feel like if I could I would wear this every single day. Next up we have another top which is actually quite similar, but this one is a lot shorter and I do feel like this is giving me sports bra vibes. I feel like it will be such a lovely workout top, and one of my favourite things about these is the fact the straps are super thin. I find like really thick straps quite unflattering. I mean, saying that I am wearing thick straps right now, but I feel like when it comes to working out and having like sports bras and things like that, I much prefer slimmer straps, so I do really love this. I must say that they do have a range of different colours, like so many different options, and a range of different sizes as well, and they go from extra small to 4 extra large I believe, which is just super inclusive. And yeah, I really love the fact that they create these pieces for a different range of sizes and shapes of bodies too. We do have a pair of leggings. I actually have quite a few different pairs to show you, but they're all a little bit different to each other. Now this one has kind of like the ruching on the back, which I think you will see better in the try on. I don't think this is doing it any justice, but It's in this like gorgeous seamless material, and it's got kind of like a ribbed top, which I just think cinches you in so well. I do have another pair of leggings. This is so gorgeous. This is more of kind of like a buttery soft material, and I feel like the previous one was more of like a seamless ribbed material, I would say, but they're both so stunning. This one definitely feels like skin, like almost like when you put it on you're not wearing anything, which I do love, and it has pockets on either side, which is really handy. Yeah, as I said, would be really lovely to kind of match with all the other pieces I have as well. Something I do want to mention is the Halara circle, which is kind of linking back to what I was speaking about at the beginning of the video, but it's basically this concept of creating a community of people that receive some of their pieces for free when they're first releasing them, to try out, test out, and then a review. So you basically like submit a form online, and if you get selected for the specific drop, you get a piece sent to you, you try it out, and then you can report back any issues or any positive feedback you may have, which I feel like is such a great way to improve the product. I highly recommend signing up to it. I will have, again, the link down below in the description for that specifically. Next up, we have this really gorgeous pinky peach coloured sports bra top, and it's got little spaghetti straps, and I just think this is beautiful on the front, but the back is my favourite. It kind of scoops down and it has a little twist, but this is so beautiful. They have this top in a range of different colours, as I've kind of mentioned before, and they have the little Halara logo here, which is really pretty. But yeah, so I got this one. Actually, I did pick up another colour of this. I picked up this blue colour, which is also just so stunning. It kind of matches what I'm wearing today, but it's a gorgeous navy blue, again in an extra small with the lovely detail in the back. Of course, it wouldn't be a haul from me if I didn't pick up a white top. I got this white top, which is sort of like a halter neck, again one of my favourite kind of style of tops to wear for my neckline. But this has gorgeous details in the back, sort of like a crossover, a beautiful halter neck, thin straps at the front, and again padding, super soft material, and I got this in an extra small. The last pair of leggings that I have to share with you are actually a different style to the other two. These I would say are a lot softer and a lot sort of like butterier in texture and less structured, but they do have two separate pockets on each side, which I think is just so handy. You guys know I do love a pocket, and they also are full length and in this gorgeous navy color, which I'm just so obsessed with right now. Last two pieces I have to share with you are actually some of their very popular dresses. It is these gorgeous dresses. I do have two to share with you, one in this black color, and I did also pick up a navy color, but they are the exact same style, but of course I will show you both of them on. They are mini dresses in this kind of like gorgeous soft material, super comfortable, but they actually have shorts built in underneath, which I just really respect. Like, that is just such a lovely thought. That is one thing that I would have to say about Halara products, is their materials and textures are just so beautiful, and I really do love them. Anyways, those are the pieces that I have to share with you, and honestly I do love every single piece. If I had to pick a favourite, I would probably have to say the blue top with the crossover back. I just think it's so pretty. But do let me know in the comments, is there a piece particularly that you like, and if there's anything else you want me to try out next, do let me know. Remember to use my code Irida0, which gives you 20% off of any full price items on the website. I have to apologise about the sheer amount of time lapses that just took, but honestly it's looking so much better, so let me give you a little tour. Firstly, on top of the unit, I've just got the things that I kind of wear and use most days. I've just got some like body lotion, my new little star face stickers, they're so cute, my two face moisturizers that I use, deodorant, face like eye drops, under eye cream, face spray number 2, body spray, tanning drops, and a little lip moisturizer. So yeah, this is kind of what I would reach for every single day. So I always try and like keep those things up here because I can't be bothered going through everything to try and find what I need. So this is really, really handy. I've also just got my mirror and a little Jo Malone candle, which is looking not great. It's very black around the edges, but I've heard these kind of candles are not the best, even though they're so expensive. Yeah, apparently this is like what it creates, which is very strange. But anyway, moving on inside of the cupboard. So it might actually not seem that different. Like, it still kind of looks messy, but I think there's a lot more sense in each compartment. So firstly, on the left here in the little acrylic, I've got all things that I haven't yet opened that are yet to be tried. So I've got some new bits from Dermalogica and I'm very excited to try them, but I think I definitely need to get through the stuff that I do have open before we get into this. So there's some kind of SPF 50, which actually I do believe I have used, so maybe that shouldn't be in there, but yeah, kind of fit quite well, so it is in there. But most of the other things like this I haven't tried, and this is kind of like a duplicate of one I've already got. So back here it's stuff to get onto, and at the front I've just got some hand sanitizer, some hand cream just for easy access, and then on the left here, sorry, on the right, I've got things that I have opened that I need to get through. So there is a bunch of different things like my cleanse and polish, and just different like serums from, again, Dermalogica, or different face creams or face washes. It's kind of like a big mixture of things, but it's definitely things that I've kind of used and I need to get through. I've got like a little Paula's Choice exfoliator. I've got my retinol clearing oil, which I love so much. This I use overnight and it leaves my skin feeling so good. And then in the back there I've just got some other things that I have opened up before as well. We've got some toner and some face wash. Moving down, I feel like there probably is still a little bit of tidying up to do in here, but it does look so much better than it did before. Firstly, in the back there, I've just got all of my nail things. So nail polishes, gel nail polishes, nail polish remover, and like all my like scissors and things like that in that little brown case. So that's nicely tucked away. And then on the back here, I've just got some like body exfoliator and some bubble bath. And then in the front, I've made a little bit of like a masks little grab section, I guess. I've got some like mask applicators and brushes, and then I've got these three powder masks, a little mirror, which actually I do think I should probably put in my bag. It's like a really cute mirror from Merit. And on the right here, I've just got some other masks as well. These are just all my kind of Dermalogica ones, but I've got a little peel foliant, another breakout liquid peel, the multi-power rescue mask, Power Bright Dark Spot Peel, and the Fizz Mask, which honestly I'm still surprised this is going because I've used it for so long. So I probably just have like 1 or 2 more uses of this. I should definitely finish this. I'll keep it kind of at the front so I remember. And then moving straight down to the bottom section, which is definitely the bit that is kind of hardest to access, but I just have some hair and tan pieces here, and I've got my tan that I'm currently using. The Loving Tan Deluxe Gradual Tan, the 2 Hour Express, and then a Saint Tropez one in the back there as well. And then at the bottom, which I'm not going to open up, but in here I've just got some like extra bits that when I run out of things, I can just find them in there. So like, I don't know, like brushes and devices like my Amiro and things like that are all in there, but I just don't reach for them all the time, so I feel like that is a good place for them. And when I do reach for them, they're all kind of like nicely tucked away. And there we are. That's kind of an overview of each section. I do feel like they're quite similar to what they used to be, but actually when I kind of went through all of these things and the things up here and kind of streamlined the organization of them, I feel like it does kind of make more sense to me anyway. And finally, this is the section that I need to organize with all the things that I no longer am going to keep. They're usually either kind of empty bottles or things that don't really agree with my skin, or random boxes that just take space. So I do need to sort that out. Not everything is to get rid of, like I've got some cables and things that just need to go in my cable box. So yeah, it's kind of like a little bit of a pile to organise, but this is what I've kind of pulled out from the declutter. Here is a sweet pea update. I do need to cut them a bit. I didn't realise, but I need to kind of cut away these little curly bits to help them grow, because they are kind of struggling a little bit. And I also need to get them some plant food as well. Later, and I've just sat down to do my makeup. I've got my little makeup bag here as well, and I've actually changed up my makeup routine and some of my products recently, so I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to share with you a few of my new bits in my makeup bag, I guess. And I'm getting ready because Lyle is playing rugby today. He's got a cup final, so I'm getting ready and I'm going to go and watch him play. So that's kind of like the plan for the afternoon. But this morning was a really chilled one. We basically did a little bit of like a flat tidy, and I also showered and like washed my hair. So yeah, it's been a bit of a slow start, but I'm excited to get outside and get in the sun and just like, I don't know, go watch him play. I think it's going to be kind of fun. But anyway, without further ado, I'm going to probably be late because I'm going to overly chat, but let's get into it. Firstly, I'm just going to take my little Bobbi Brown primer and I'm just going to pop that all over my face. I've already moisturised and kind of did a little like toner face mist, so I'm just going to pop this all over and just adjust my mirror. There we go. Now I'm going to go in with the number 7 Stay Perfect foundation, and this is in the shade Warm Ivory. And I just apply this with a damp beauty blender. Maybe I'll kind of zoom in a little bit. There we go. For concealer, I actually use 2 different ones. One of them is much lighter, which I use for under my eyes, and then the Fit Me Maybelline concealer, which you have seen me use many a time before, that I use for my spots and just any blemishes or anything I want to hide and correct, I guess. But the lighter concealer is the number 7 Lift and Illuminate Triple Action Serum Concealer. Oh my gosh, what a mouthful. And that is in the colour Fair Light, and it just looks like this. Am I showing it to you upside down? I think I am. And then the Fit Me Maybelline Concealer, which you guys know I love, in the shade 10. You can see it's kind of giving me a really nice glow, which is lovely. For my last cream product, I grabbed the Chanel bronzer. This is the 390 Soleil Tan Bronze Bronzer, and it's so pretty. I do find this to be really light on my skin in the summer, which is when I kind of tend to use more cream products, but I'm kind of loving it right now. I feel like it gives me a really nice bronze because my skin is kind of a little bit paler. But I just dab my brush in. I use the Bare Minerals smoothing face brush, kind of just like a fluffy brush like this, and apply it like a bronzer. And of course, to set everything in place, I use my trusty Laura Mercier powder. This is not the translucent, this is the translucent honey, so it does have a little bit of colour. I do think I prefer the other one because I feel like it just works better for like under my eyes and things, but I have this one right now, so I'm going to finish it, and then my next one can be going back to just the translucent. I go in with a L'Oreal Bronze to Paradise bronzer, which is kind of like a really pretty shade, and it's a little palm tree, and I applied that with more of like a, what's this called, angled brush? Sculpting brush, I guess, on again where bronzer tends to sit. For blush, today I'm going to do the Laura Mercier blush, which you will have seen me use before, but it's in this colour called Chai, and I just think it's such a pretty pink. It's not too overpowering, and I don't tend to wear blush every single day anyway, but when I do, I don't want it to be too pink, so I feel like this shade is really pretty. Okay, we're getting there. I feel like I've been doing my makeup for ages now, but just kind of brushing out my brows, and I'm going to pop some brow gel on. This was definitely meant to be like a quick makeup, and I feel like I'm taking a very long time. When it comes to like brows, eyes and lips, I actually haven't changed anything, so maybe I'll kind of like fire through this section, but as always, using my trusty Merit brow gel in dark brown. I then, instead of doing my mascara, I always do my lips. I don't know why. I feel like, I don't know, I just like to do it in this order. So I'm going to do my lips, and then I'm going to do my mascara. My everyday makeup routine that usually takes 10 minutes, but today it did take 20. But it's super quick. I usually just slap it on, so this was a bit more of like a luxurious makeup experience, I guess. But yeah, this is it. We're off. We are about to head out into town this morning. I think we're going to go to Proto, which is a little bakery, which is fairly new, but I have tried it once before and it was so delicious, and I really want to go and get a little baked good from there. And then I think we might get a little coffee, just go for a wander. There might be a market on today as well, I'm not really sure. They usually do like an antique market every last Sunday of the month, but I don't know if it's going to be on today, so we can check that out if it is, and then just go and have like a really chill time in the park. It's another like beautiful day today. We're having a heat wave over the next week, so we're gonna go and make the most of the sun. This is the chocolate and pistachio brioche bun from Proto. It honestly looks insane. It's so big, and I'm very excited to try it. This is so good. Babe, do you want to try it? Like, this is like the most insane thing ever.
It's got stuff inside it?
The pistachio cream.
Wow.
Oh, it's so lush. Actually ended the last video in bed as well, but I am doing the outro to this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I know it's been a little bit repetitive because this is kind of like the second week in my life that I'm posting, but I did really want to come back onto YouTube with a bit of like a catch up with you and like bring you in to some of my kind of like everyday days. So I really hope you enjoyed it. These are kind of some of my favorite videos to film because they're so chilled, they're so laid back, so I really hope you felt that through the content as well. Do also remember to check out Halara and all the links down below in the description, and remember to use my code Irida0, which gives you 20% off of full priced items. And remember to check out their Halara Circle. I'm actually going to be filming a massive wardrobe declutter, organization, reorganization, flip between autumn, winter to spring, summer clothes tomorrow. So I'm filming it tomorrow, so the next video that's going to go live for you is most likely going to be that. So stay tuned. I know you guys loved the last decluttering video, so we're back with a new one. My wardrobe is in desperate need of some organization, so I'm going to spend some time just organizing it, going through it, basically just taking everything out and being ruthless and reorganizing everything, because I feel like, yeah, as I said, it's a mess. I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to end the video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your support. Make sure to go down below, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I know a huge amount of you haven't subscribed to my channel who watch my videos, but it does really make such a difference to my channel and the cool brands I can share with you, and yeah, just overall it makes such a difference. And also I would love to reach 40,000 of you. That's kind of like the next milestone. I guess 35 is the next milestone, and then it's 40,000. So yeah, sorry I keep rambling, but I'm going to end it here. Make sure to go down below, hit the subscribe button, comment something below if you wish to do so, and I will see you very soon with a brand new video.